3 days ago, the Senate Judiciary Committee dropped a bombshell that has shifted the entire political landscape. Documents have officially revealed that Special Counsel Jack Smith secretly subpoenaed the personal phone records of current FBI Director Kash Patel and 14 Republican members of Congress. Senator Chuck Grassley is already calling this a modern Watergate, but the story goes much deeper than just investigative tactics. This is a documented chain of events showing how the discovery of these subpoenas triggered a wave of retaliatory firings that gutted a critical national security unit just days before the U.S. went to war with Iran. The sequence began back in 2022 when Kash Patel was a private citizen and a prominent defender of Donald Trump. Patel made himself a fact witness in the classified documents investigation by publicly bragging on podcasts about his role in handling sensitive records. Because of these public statements, Jack Smith's team issued subpoenas for Patel's Verizon toll records. These weren't wiretaps of conversations, but call logs showing who he spoke to and for how long. A standard move in federal conspiracy cases. These subpoenas were legally authorized by federal judges under non-disclosure orders, meaning Patel didn't even know his records were being collected at the time. When the news of these subpoenas broke in February 2026, Patel didn't just get angry. He acted. He released a statement calling the subpoenas outrageous and claimed they were based on flimsy pretexts. However, the documents released Tuesday suggest the pretext wasn't flimsy at all. It was Patel's own public interviews. Within hours of his statement, the FBI began firing a dozen agents and support staff who had worked on the investigation into him. This included the gutting of CI-12, the Iran counterintelligence unit. Just 4 days after these experts were removed, the United States entered a conflict with Iran, raising massive questions about national security. During the Senate hearing, the legal stakes were made crystal clear. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse pointed out the constitutional crisis, an FBI director firing the very people who investigated him while he was a witness. This is the exact outline of the retaliatory firing claim currently being fought in federal court by the FBI Agents Association. If a witness becomes the boss and fires the investigators, it moves from a political debate into a serious legal liability for the director. But the heat isn't just on Patel. The documents also suggest that Jack Smith may have misled Congress. Smith previously testified that his investigation barely relied on the House January 6 committee's findings, but internal records now show his team built their entire timeline and witness list directly from those materials. This contradiction has handed Senator Grassley the evidence he needs to push for a perjury inquiry against the special counsel. The Arctic Frost investigation has created a collision course between the FBI and the DOJ. On one side, you have an FBI director accused of purging investigators for personal revenge. On the other, a special counsel accused of lying to the American public about the scope of his probe. As these legal battles head to court, the question remains, who will be held accountable for this modern Watergate? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to Political Clash for every update on this developing story.